take a moment to get settled and feel yourself on the floor. What parts of your body are touching the floor? Do you feel like you're going to fall over? Do you feel comfortable? Find that place where you feel that you can sit with ease. And as I said, we're going to actually start today thinking about our breath. So find somewhere in your body that you can feel your breath. Maybe it's in your chest, maybe it's in your chest and your abdomen. See if you can find the place where your body's moving when you breathe. Now, I'm not going to be doing anything different for the next couple of minutes, so you can just gaze down or you can close your eyes, just really settle into yourself. Relax through your face and your shoulders. Relax through the soles of your feet. Really feel settled and come into noticing your breath. Here we have our yoga cat Monty. Didn't want to miss out today. Hello, darling. Hello. Now, as you take an in-breath, draw it in through your nose, and for the next 2 or 3 breaths, sigh out your mouth. Fill up and sigh out. Fill up. As you finish that last round, maybe bring yourself back to breathing in and out of your nostrils. Maybe you can feel your breath in your back body or your side body. Know that your ribs can move all around you. And now release your hands back down to your thighs. We're going to take your right hand off the mat, stretch it out, reach up with your right hand, no, the other way around. Okay, so your right hand's on the floor, you're reaching up with the left. Stretching over, bringing that left hip down, staying solid and stable on the floor. Breathe in to come upright. And breathe out to stretch over. And breathe in to come upright, both hands above your head. Bring your hands down in front of you into your heart center. Breathe in, keep your hands in the center. Breathe out, take a twist to the right. Breathe back into the center. Breathe out, twist to the left. Breathe back into the center and out. And come into center and breathe out. Come back to center and release your hands to your thighs. This time place your right hand further behind you, remaining upright, shoulder relaxed. Reach up with your left hand, breathe in and breathe out, twist down and around. Breathe in, back hand comes up, breathe out, hand down. Bring your hands to the V and stay there or twist around to bring in your hands into eagle arms. Great work. Keep the oxygen flowing. Continue with your deep breathing. In and out of your nostrils, hands down. Pat the cat. Left hand behind, this time sitting up tall, shoulder relaxed. Reach up with your right hand. Breathe in and out, twist round. Breathe in, cat's following my hand. And breathe out. Trouble now, cat, if they're in the air with a V, and twist them around. Great work. Release your hands there, back to your thighs. All right, this time breathe in, clasp your hands above your head, release your first finger. Keep the palms close together if you can. Take a breath in, reach up. Side bend to the right. Breathe into the center. Side bend to the left. Come on back up to center. Release your hands down. Come down to hands on your thighs. Now watching out for the cat. Let's undo the cross of our legs. 1 out, 2 out. 1 in, 2 in. If you're just sitting with your legs stretched out, make sure you feel comfortable. Let's place your hands on your thighs, your knees, wherever it feels comfortable. Roll your shoulders back and press your chest forward, looking up to the wall in front of you. And now curl on down, pulling your belly button in. It's a seated cow and cat. So here's cow, breathe in, looking forward, shoulders roll back, shoulder blades squeeze together on your back. Breathe out, puff up the back ribs, draw the belly button in, look down. Breathe in and breathe out. 2 more times to each position. Breathe in and out. This is such an easy move to do. Wherever you're seated, you've stopped at the traffic lights, just remember it for a couple of moments. You're sitting at your desk, you're maybe working on the computer, whatever it is, come back to centre. You can do that easy cat and cow move wherever you are. All right, let's take a move now to come into hands and knees on the mat. You can use that blanket that you've got underneath your knees if you need a little bit more support. Bring yourself into position, hips over knees, wrists underneath your shoulders. Turn your hands out, fingers spread wide, so that the first finger's pointing to the top of the mat. And now take a freestyle move, whatever feels good in your body. Focusing on the breath, inhaling deeply and exhaling as you're ready. As you're ready, come back to neutral spine table, and now let's take the cow and cat move in this position. So breathe in, look forward, and as you breathe out, draw the belly button up, puff up the back ribs, breathe in, chest between your arms, tailbone tilts, breathe out, breathe in, great work, breathe out. Full deep breath last time through this move. Breathe in for cow and out for cat. Come back through to neutral spine. This time to pick up your left hand and you're going to thread it underneath the right armpit. I need to move my hand out. Just make sure you find a position that's comfortable. Thread it through, bring your arm down, bring the shoulder down and bring the head down if that feels comfortable. You can use this top hand, the right hand can walk its way over the top of your head, or you can wrap it around your waist. Draw yourself up, and using that right hand, I'm a little bit squished for room here, but I'll move. Using that right hand, we're going to stretch it out as far as we can and bring ourselves down to the floor, head down, forehead on the ground, stretching out with that right hand. Left hand. Bring yourself back upright. Come on back through cow and cat, one round. Breathe in, look forward. Breathe out, draw your belly button up. Come on down to neutral spine. This time you're going to lift up your right hand, thread it palm up underneath your left armpit and stretching down to the floor. The left hand can walk its way to the top of your head, or you can lift it up and put it on your waist. Breathe in, come back up, and now stretching out that right hand all the way out to the right, bringing your forehead down. Bring yourself back upright, one round of cow and cat. Breathe in, breathe out. Now I'd like you to bring your left foot forward, coming into a low lunge, bringing your hands to the front thigh as you feel solid and stable. Cool day here, hard to figure out where exactly to be. Bring your hands into the air and come into cactus arms. Now this chest position is quite a lot like cow. So you're bringing the shoulder blades together on the back, looking up to the wall in front of you, reach up, gaze stays up in the air. Cactus arms, and swing your hands down behind you, drawing the fingertips down towards the floor, opening up the chest again, pressing down strongly into that back knee, checking that the front knee is over the front ankle. Release your hands to the floor, take your right hand out wide and twist away from the screen, checking in that that front knee is over your front ankle. Gently unwind, bring your hands back down. Now either just swap down through table or press yourself back to downward facing dog. Lifting up the right leg in the air this time, swing it all the way forward, coming into low lunge, back knee down, hands to the front thigh. Bring your hands into the ear, cactus arms, open the chest. Breathe in, reach up. Breathe out, let your hands come down. And now allow the hands to swing down towards the floor, clasping behind you, maybe the opposite way round. Draw the knuckles down towards the floor. Press down strongly through that back thigh. Release the hands, bring them down to the ground. This time the left hand is off the mat broadly and you're twisting open towards me, checking in with this front knee that it's still over the ankle. I can't see your alignment, you need to be in charge of making sure your bones are stacked well on top of each other. Great work. Gently unwind, bring your hand down, and now just come back to table and press all the way back to child's pose. Big toes together, knees out wide. Press yourself back and either stack your hands or rest your forehead on the floor. Lift your head, bring yourself back up to table. We're coming into side plank, so that means we're going to kick the leg, the foot that's furthest away from me, off the mat. The leg that's closest to me, stretch it long and turn it on its side to open up that hip. Bring the top hand to the top hip. Stay here or reach up, or if you feel that the energy flow through, you can stretch right long from your foot right through your torso to your hand. Great. Come back upright, hand to hip, gently unwind. Get set up for the other side. Leg closest to me kicks off, leg furthest away from me kicks long, come to the side, hand to hip, hand into the air if that feels good, and stretch long. Keep the full deep breath going. Hand up into the air, hand onto the hip, gently unwind, and let's come back down for child's pose. Bring your head to your hands to the floor, head to the floor. Lift up your head and come around to be seated on your knees, sitting back towards your heels. Now, if this doesn't feel very good, there's a couple of things you can do. You can actually pop this blanket at the back of your knees, so your knees are not so extremely opened, so you've got a little bit of padding between your calf and your thighs. So that's one option, or option A. Adding on option B, you can keep that blanket there, and or you can sit on a block or a book or a rolled up cushion or something to give yourself a bit of height. For me, it's actually the tops of my feet that feel the most stress, and so another thing you can do is actually, if it's feeling like that, is you can actually sit as if those were my toes. You can actually sit with your feet on a blanket so that your toes are off, so there's not quite so much stretching going on. Alright, if you wish to, you can turn your palms up, And if it feels good, make a mudra by joining your first finger and your thumb. Allow your shoulders to relax. Feel the curves in your spine. And let's take some full deep breaths in and out of your nose. Adding to the oxygen load within your blood. The deeper the breath, the more air that comes into your lungs, the more of your lungs that is able to use the oxygen that's coming into the lung as it moves around your lungs. Exhaling, releasing the used air and inhaling a fresh breath. Breathe deeply, and I will check and write it in the chat, but quite a lot of the oxygen that you inhale is actually sent to your brain, so yes, your muscles and the rest of your body need it, but your brain, it does use a lot of oxygen to keep going, and you know that the better your oxygen in your blood, the better your brain works. Release from here, well done. And we're going to sit to the side now. So again, find a blanket or a block, and we're going to sit to the side with legs to one side. Possibly the knee fits into the sole of the foot. Feeling whether you need a blanket, checking in with your hips, make it feel good for you. Stretching out the hands, maybe turning them upright. Focusing on the deep, full breaths, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. A benefit of breathing deeply, activating down into your belly using the diaphragm is that this is a calming breath. It sends the hormones to your brain to say, yes, everything's safe, I'm well. No need for stress and tension. Oh, back again. Yes, hello. I know. All right, gently come forward, or whichever way feels best for you. Come forward, rearrange any props you've got to come to sit on the other side. Again, if it feels comfortable, you can place that foot. Doesn't feel quite as comfy on this side for me. All right, I might need to use my hand to prop myself up. There we are. That feels better. All right. So just make any adjustments you need. This side is not quite as flexible as the other. In my body, I'm not sure how it's going for you. Take those full deep breaths. Hooks into the parasympathetic nervous system. So many benefits of taking full deep breaths. Can reduce your blood pressure as well. Sure, there you go. All right, gently come off your props and bring your legs around to the front. Now you may wish to sit back up on a blanket. I'll just pop it on there. As you bring your legs out in front of you, depends on how flexible you are through the hamstrings, sitting up tall. And gently fold forward, walking your fingertips down, and once you've come down about, whatever feels like 2 or 3 centimetres to you, you can begin to curl on down, roll the shoulders forward, allow the back to puff up, draw the belly button in, reaching down your legs as you feel able. Noticing how with the belly compressed, maybe you can feel different parts of your body moving as you breathe. Certainly I can feel movement much more in my side body and back body. Gently breathe in to walk your fingertips back up and come back upright. Draw your right leg in. Stay here or place your right leg over on the other side. Hold on to the knee or the shin with the hand, or reach up into the air And place the elbow on the outside of the knee. I'm not quite there yet. You know if that's something that's good for you. Place your right hand behind you, staying upright, releasing the shoulders down and twisting the torso. You know that the neck moves a lot. We're not worried about the neck at the minute. We're interested in learning how much we can twist our torso around. So keep your chin maybe in line with your armpit or about there. Gently unwind your torso, release the leg down, stretch it long, draw the other leg up, stay here, or place it on the other side. Right hand this time reaches up into the air, elbow to the outside of the leg, or hold the shin. Avoid holding the joint of the knee. Adding additional stress to a joint with your hands can be a recipe for stress, undue stress, so it's better to hold a longer bone. Again, we're talking about the ribs twisting around. Chin relaxed, shoulders down. And gently unwind. Bring that leg out, and now bring your feet together in Baddha Konasana. I find it best without the blanket for this one for me. Sitting up tall, soles of the feet together wherever it feels comfortable for you. Allow the chest to open fully, shoulders release, relax your chin and tongue, neck and throat. And adding in a little bit of flexibility for your body. Swing around so you've got space behind you, staying in this Baddha Konasana or cobbler's pose, holding the lower shins, bring the feet in close, and as you feel able, you may like to just rock back, lifting the feet off the floor, balancing. Full deep breaths. And just because we're here, let's open one leg out. And bring it back in. And here we go, second leg. Oops. Using your mind to concentrate. Bring your feet back together. Release your shoulders, she says, as I need to release my shoulders. Yep, that's not such a sensible place to be, Cat, is it? And roll on forward, coming into a seated position. All right, we're going to lie ourselves down on the mat. So bring yourself down so that your feet are on the floor, your knees are in the air, and you've got an opportunity to roll yourself back down, checking in that you've got enough room behind you for your hands. Got a few things there, but I think I'll be fine. The cat will follow on. All right, so simply we're going to lift up the hands, breathe in. Hands rest above the head, palms up. Now reach up and let your hands come down beside your hips, palm down. So the breath that I quite like to use is a full breath in for the arms to be raised and lowered above the head, and then breathe out to bring the arms up and place them by your hips. Cat's a bit confused. My hands are in one place. He's looking for a pat, and then he has to go to look the other. He will figure out that the hands come back. That's right. So, nice work. Monty's really enjoying this. Breathe in, hands above your head. Breathe out. So again, the movement follows the breath pattern. So the breath leads the movement. Breathing in and breathe out. Stay here in this position, continuing with the breath movement. Or if you'd like to, bring your feet in a little closer towards your hips. And as your hands raise up above your head, you can lift your hips up again too. So it's a bridge pose with arms extended. And then your bridge pose releases down to the floor as your hands come down. whichever option feels good for you and your body today. And release down. And breathe in, reach up and over, hips rise up. And press your feet into the floor. Allow your hips to come down, hands down. Let's do it once more. And release. Take a moment here. Allow your shoulders and arms to fully release to the floor. Let them feel heavy. And stretch your legs long, ready for 3 or 4 minutes in Shavasana or resting pose, corpse pose. You can stay here or roll yourself to the side and sitting up. Wherever you are, begin to feel the ground underneath you. Noticing how your body is solidly held. You're stable. The floor's there holding you. And now bring your attention to your breath. Flutter your eyelids closed if that feels appropriate, or just soften your gaze. Bring your attention once more to your breath, noticing the inhale through your nostrils and the exhale through your nostrils. I hope you've enjoyed using your breath to stimulate your brain today. Remember that you can take a deep breath whenever you like, and you can do small gentle movements that encourage that blood to flow through your body and bring the refreshed oxygenated blood to your brain. Hope you have a great day. Look forward to seeing you again sometime.